Good kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Back in, cuts to his corner, take the shot, he scores!
2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie, and an overall record of 2 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. A freshman, number 10, Sydney Saba. A sophomore, number 1, Morgan Palmer. A sophomore, number 16, Riley Sweet. A junior, number 8, Megan Haslett. A senior, number 2, Ariana Kamenos. A senior, number 7, Riley Byrne. A senior, number 15, Julia Lalama. A senior, number 17, Jane Schaefer. A senior, number 18, Michelle Malazio. A senior, number 22, Bridget Casti. And a senior, number 30, Jane Chavez. And now the starting lineup for Peters Township Lady Indians, who come into this match with a section record of 3 wins, 0 losses, and 0 ties, and an overall record of 5 wins, 0 losses, and 0 ties. A freshman, number 4, Jill Marvin. A freshman, number 21, Cece Scott. A freshman, number 29, Casey Breyer. A sophomore, number 0, Emma Sawich. A junior, number 10, Rachel Raber. A junior, number 15, Hannah Stuck. A junior, number 16, Kayla McFerrin. A junior, number 24, Mia Gentile. A senior, number 2, Regan Lavinia. A senior, number 8, Natalie Dobb. A senior, number 22, Peyton Freemer. Peters Township is coached by Pat Vera, assistant coaches Brendan Albright, Dave Mollissey, and Jesse Schreier.
And good evening, and welcome to Peters Township for tonight's section match between Mount Lebanon and Peters Township. This is John Cantwell calling the game. I'll be joined shortly here by Glenn McFerrin. We have a matchup of the first and second place teams in the section. Peters Township coming in with an unblemished record at 5-0, sitting atop of the section. The section record of 3-0, wins over Bethel Park, Upper St. Clair, and Brashear. Mount Lebanon coming in with an overall 2-1-2 record. They're 2-0-1 in the section, so just a half game behind the Indians with wins over Brashear and a tie with Bethel Park and a win over Moon. So we should have a good match here tonight. The winner of this game will certainly be in sole possession of first place and in the driver's seat to kind of control their destiny, although the season's very young here. And joining me, as I said, now is Glenn McFerrin. Good evening, Glenn.
Hey, John, how are you? Looks like a good night for soccer. Certainly beats the rain that we've been having. You already went over the importance of this game, I assume.
Yeah, I did. Covered it. We've got a battle for first place here, really, and winners kind of have control here for a little bit, although Indians probably have had a little bit the harder of the schedule thus far, already having to play St. Clair and Bethel, which appear to be the other two tough teams. Lebo still has a game with St. Clair, although probably can't overlook Moon. They've played Moon already. We have Moon coming up next week, certainly back-to-back state champion team, and moving up from AAA to Quad A, so they've lost some players, but certainly not a team to overlook. They've done well so far here as they've moved up, but not the opponent here this evening to focus on. We have to be focused on Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, in this section, there's more teams in it this year, so they play a lot more games. So with that, we start the game. Mount Lebanon kicks it deep into Peters' territory. It's headed back to Sawwich, who does a nice job collecting that.
Challenge here will be coming off a game against Brashear where the Lady Indians didn't have to work entirely hard there to get the victory. Can they get it back into the into the section gear here? Yeah,
might take a minute, but I've got to think that they should be pretty well rested, right? Because most of them only played half or maybe less than half. Some of them.
Well, good service here early.
I think that was Regan with a nice serve across the middle. I like the energy that Peters has come out with. They seem to be playing pretty fast.
They are. They've been first to a couple of the 50-50 balls here so far. It's obviously a good sign here. Tough throw in there to handle by Natalie Daub. It goes out for a Mount Lebanon throw.
So Mount Lebanon gets possession in their own territory, working it towards midfield. Nice step there by Lavinia, but Mount Lebanon maintains possession. Kayla McFerrin with a nice step, gets the ball to Daub. Daub carrying it across the 30, deep into Blue Devil territory, out on Mount Lebanon. That's good job by Peters there.
And certainly looking to push that ball wide here early. I don't know if that was pre-game instruction or if they've just kind of found that here on their own, but
yeah. It looked like an inadvertent handball there, but we might have gotten a call. Anyways, the ball's around midfield. It's a 50-50 ball. Mount Lebanon gets it. Good step there by, I think is that Mia over there?
Yeah, Mia on the step there. Our backs certainly reading their passes here early on. We've stepped and won 3 balls here so far.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the girls doing that on their own or if that's they've been told, hey, jump in front of these, you got a shot. But either way, I like it. I think that's why you play 4 back. You got 3 others that can clean up if you make an error.
Yeah, Mount Lebanon's got 1 up top only, so this could be a tough night for them to create offense. They're going 4 in the back,
There's
5 in the midfield.
It looks like is that Hannah giving chase and Jillian giving chase. The ball's knocked out of bounds by Peters. I look back at last year's games, John. This same Mount Lebanon team, and they were 2 battles. I believe they split the 2 games last year. Mount Lebanon getting the second one, which gave them a share of the section title with Peters. So tonight looks like it's going to be another one just like those 2 games last year.
Peters maintaining possession here. Rachel Raber looking out wide. Casey Breyer. Mount Lebanon gains possession. And they do break through. They're moving the ball wide. Look to play the ball down the line. Kayla McFerrin gets in the way there, but it'll be a Mount Lebanon throw. Announced the Mount Lebanon team. They're relatively young. 3 or 4 sophomores and freshmen in the lineup. So
yeah, I saw that. I did count, though. They did have a bunch of seniors. It was like they have a couple freshmen, sophomores, and then a bunch of seniors, too. So probably a nice mix of leadership and youth. See if we can get something here. There's Hannah working her way. Nice play by the defender, but that'll lead into a throw-in. I assume that will be Regan, and Regan, the throw-in from there can be played as a corner almost.
Remember a year ago that least the game here, their back line played really well and kept us in check. We were able to score, if I recall, on a set piece, although we score a lot on set pieces to get out of there with a 1-0 victory. But we had to hold on late.
Yeah, they're awfully big in the back too, I noticed.
Yeah, Gentile looks to send the ball
played
back in. Chili Marvin offside there. On an uncommon play there where the ball's played back in off of a deep throw or a corner, and defense is told to push out, and attacking players are pushing out as well, but they don't regain onside position, so they're still coming back to the ball, so considered to be in an offside position, and we got a free kick here for Mount Lebanon.
So if you're a Peters player on that, you have to pay attention to what they're doing, right? If they're pulling up to draw you offside, you need to go back with them.
It is difficult to really establish, onside position again. You almost need a second runner to come through.
Is that something that's just natural instincts, or is it something you got to
It
really
is.
pay attention to?
It's instincts, right? You're in there. You see the ball coming. It's just natural to play that ball, and sometimes you forget where you're coming from. So got a Mount Lebanon throw here. This is really the furthest they've been into our half here so far, other than the opening kickoff.
Peters clears. It goes to midfield. Looks like it's a header off Mount Lebanon, so a Peters throw. Played to Natalie. Natalie, possession won by Mount Lebanon. Scott gives chase. Mount Lebanon gets possession. Across the 40. Nice pass, but that's broken up by Framer. Scott over to Breyer. Breyer couldn't quite make it through. We had the outside maybe there. Mount Lebanon kicks it out of bounds. We got another shot here.
Lebanon's pretty composed there when they win the ball. They're just they're not finding anyone forward then. So they connect a couple passes in the midfield, but they just don't go anywhere. So not really threatening yet. We'll to see as the game goes on. So throw in there by Kayla McFerrin. One by Mount Lebanon. Kayla wins it back. Ball comes back to Peyton Framer.
Framer upfield trying to find Marvin, and it's through. Jillian's behind the defender. Let's see if she can create something here. Nice play by the defender to recover. And Mount Lebanon goes the other way. Lavinia. Good defense by Regan to come back and get that.
I haven't seen Regan on the ball a whole lot here in the first 7 minutes of this game.
Yeah, not as much as usual, huh?
They're going to have to start finding her a little bit more.
So ball's up in the air. Looks like Hannah has it, I believe. Hannah carries it in. Mount Lebanon sends that back out. Stepping is Raber. Gets a piece of it. Ball still 50-50. Won by Peters over to Breyer. Breyer back to Scott. Scott over to Marvin. One touch to Regan. Regan's in the box. Let's see if we get across. We do, but it's blocked by Mount Lebanon. Mount Lebanon tries to get it out. Peters keeps it in, and they call a foul. What do you think he's calling there, John?
I don't know. A little surprised there, I guess.
Did she go with her feet up or something?
Maybe came in a little bit late. Sometimes you react because you see our player down. You think the foul must be on the other team. But she did come in a little bit late. I did not see a foul, though. But
ooh, there's a collision at midfield. No call on that one. Ball's free. Framer heads it out. Looks like Marvin collects it. Goes over midfield, over to Lavinia. Lavinia brings it back. Back to Gentile, up the field, and Peters gets possession. Looks like Daub has it, chips it in. Marvin's in past the defender. We got two Indians crashing the net. Marvin pulls it back to Daub, just out of her reach. Natalie does a good job. Back to Gentile, who blasts it back in. Mount Lebanon gets possession to midfield. Here's Raber. We're starting to control the ball a little bit. I sort of like what's happening, and they're not short passes. We're connecting on longer passes.
Raber over to McFerrin.
Ball up to Stuck, won by Mount Lebanon. A header by Daub. It's in. Hannah can't quite get a step. Good job by Cece in the middle there. But the Mount Lebanon player did a nice job winning that one.
Yeah, Dave, good example of shielding the ball there. She held CC off the ball, played negative, but
Yep.
CC did her job. Just don't want her to turn on you there. Just force that ball backwards.
Good ball by Mount Lebanon to get that deep, and they got the call.
Got the call. It's a tough call there. It certainly looked like Peyton went straight up. I think that girl lost her footing and actually slipped, and there's that reaction that we didn't get, right? Player falls and the call goes your way.
All right, nonetheless, we got to tighten up here. They've got it at the 15. This is a good opportunity for Mount Lebanon, really the first one for either team in this game. Sawich is yelling out instructions to her teammates. Peters can't count what 10 yards is.
Well, to be fair, they're 9 yards away, so maybe the official can't either. Pretty easy on a football field to find that 10 yards.
Yeah.
This ball's going to be
right.
driven right into the wall.
Off
Comes
of Scott. That's going to
Lebanon.
leave a mark.
Couple of good blocks.
Nice job by Dobb. We might get a break the other way. We got a couple people coming. Played over to Breyer. Breyer collects it in. Let's be under control here. All right, Mount Lebanon makes a nice play, gets it back to defense, and blasts it upfield. Mount Lebanon has numbers. Good header there. And there's a good through ball, but Emma comes out and makes a nice play. Good job, Emma.
Great position by Rachel Raber on that ball, too. There was really no way that the attacking player could get the ball. She had right between the player and the ball. Well played there. Emma makes a great read to come out and get it, too.
Rachel's a smart player. Ball's played wide to Breyer. Breyer does a good job of collecting it. Back to McFerrin. In the middle to Scott. Scott over to Lavinia. Off of Lavinia and out of bounds.
A couple subs coming in here for Mount Lebanon.
Entering the game for Mount Lebanon, number 6, Kendall Donati, and number 23, Lauren Stewart.
It'll be interesting.
Coaching Kendall here just came in from Mount Lebanon, number 6 for a number of years. Played on my club team, and she has some wheels. So
where is she? Is she up top, or where is she?
She's playing out here on the right, number 6. She can run. She's one of the faster players that I've had play for me. So
we'll keep an eye on her.
Hopefully, Kayla does as well in her left back position. So it's be a good matchup there.
So we'll see what happens as Mount Lebanon makes first substitute, and Peters substitutes periodically, but not a whole bunch of people at a time. So we'll see how that plays into the game too. Breyer has it, plays it back to Raber. Raber upfield to Stuck. Stuck gets possession.
Well, she's looking for Marvin through. She finds her.
She is past her. That defender's pretty quick at getting back. Jillian has the ball, pulls it back a little bit. Still working. Mount Lebanon gets possession. Cleared to the middle. There's a chip in. Mount Lebanon heads that out. That was good pressure there. Let's see if we can keep it in here. Good job by Rachel. Dobb collects it. Nice chip. Can't quite find Breyer. All right, we got a call there.
Girl came through Natalie there a little bit late after she played the ball. So Peters gets a free kick at the 35, so 45 yards from goal. Most teams, this is probably not a great scoring opportunity. This is well within Regan's range and maybe even her preferred range.
Yeah, right. I think Coach Vera realizes that. He just sent 2 defenders up into the box because Regan's coming back, so he's putting a lot up there thinking this will be a good opportunity, and it is. Might be too far. It's up.
Oh.
Just over the net.
Well, she challenged. She went right at the keeper. Good to challenge. It's a tough high ball from 45 yards out. You got to come off your line. You got players coming at you.
Yeah, it could go in.
Has to go right.
Play a rebound. So 2 out of the 3 things are good. It just happened to go over the net. So we are 13 minutes into the first half. No score between Mount Lebanon and Peters Township.
Good win by Regan there. She finds Hannah, but ball gets away from her.
Oh, here we go. Breyer has it.
Lebo.
Playing it to the right. Over to Regan. Regan is contested. Breyer gets it. That's a good shot. Mount Lebanon tries to clear. Good pressure by Peters. Back to Stuck. Dobbin kept it in. It's over to Lavinia. Let's see if we can crash the net. Lavinia with the cross. Nice block by Mount Lebanon. Here we should have a shot here. Marvin takes a shot, blocked by Mount Lebanon. Breyer takes a shot, and it's too high.
Couple nice blocks there by Mount Lebanon. They're certainly getting their body in front of the ball, but we're going to get a good look here. It certainly appears we're getting in behind their back line.
Yep.
We're getting possession in front of their back line, so all good signs of what you look for in the attack.
I like how we're quickly getting the ball back into their zone.
Okay.
Regan with a nice save. Ball's loose. Stuck has it. Back to Lavinia. Lavinia plays it through to Marvin. See if Marvin can... they called offsides on that. A lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd on that one.
Yeah, I think the 200 officials on the other bleachers did not agree with that call. It certainly did not look that way from our angle. It was probably close, but it looked like the timing was pretty good. But nonetheless, it's another good sequence by Peters. Another win out of the air by Regan. Natalie
There's
in the middle.
Natalie.
She's
It's a
got
good
space
opportunity
now.
for us. Natalie takes a left-handed shot, and it goes in. I think it might have surprised the goaltender there. I don't think she was expecting it.
I agree.
Or she didn't see it.
I believe so.
Peters Township goal by Natalie Dahm.
So great goal by Natalie. You know, it looked like she was pulling it in the middle and was going to hit someone on the wing, but took a left-handed shot and short side and beat the goaltender. I think
really odd reaction from the keeper there. Didn't even go with her hands.
Yeah, and she might not have seen it right away.
She could have been shielded. That's a great call. You don't typically
That's a tough play there.
Typically don't see goalkeepers unless you're not a goalkeeper lead with your feet.
Right.
They're very well trained to lead with their hands.
Peters Township's number 23, Emma Cantwell.
So Emma Cantwell enters the game. She's been doing a nice job in the middle for Peters and will continue tonight, I'm sure. Ball played out of bounds by Mount Lebanon. Peters will have a throw in. So that goal comes right about the 15-minute mark, or the 15 minutes in, to give Peters a 1-0 lead.
Ball goes out of play for another Mount Lebanon throw.
White earns that one.
A little push off there that was missed. So Mount Lebanon gets
So Mount
possession
Lebanon
down
is
the line.
in. Raber gives chase. A poke check. And we've got a corner for Mount Lebanon.
It's really their second opportunity of the game here.
Corner kick, Mount Lebanon.
Does appear they might have a little bit of a height advantage. They got a couple of fairly tall players.
They do.
Surprisingly, number 2, their center back, does not come forward. She stays there. I think she probably is the second tallest player on the field.
So that ball goes through the crease. Mount Lebanon collects it on the other side. They play it back. Served back in, but Emma will shut that down.
Yeah, another example there. Mount Lebanon didn't get out quick enough. None of those girls could really chase that ball without being offsides. I actually think Peyton Framer just got enough of that cross. I think she actually played that away.
You know,
Nice.
I've noticed in the girls' game, John, that corners, it seems like the ones that are the most productive are the ones that aren't necessarily blasted through to the other side. They're maybe a softer lob that just sort of lands right in the middle somewhere and someone's able to get a header on it. And that was sort of the case there. I thought it was sort of blasted through the zone and went all the way through.
It's hard. You hit it too hard. You're not. It's hard for, well, two things. It's hard to find someone's head, and you got to then find someone on the other side who actually wants to put their head on it. I wouldn't have put my head on that ball, to be honest.
So Cantwell runs it down in the middle, over to Breyer. Breyer pulls it inside.
Back to Scott.
Back to
Puts it
Scott.
on goal.
Long shot.
Yeah, good decision. The keeper looked unsure of the first shot. I think we should challenge her a few more times here early in this game.
Yep. Yeah, especially right after a goal, huh? You just try to keep shooting and shooting. Try to get one more like that, and then the floodgates open up. So Mount Lebanon controls on the back line. They get it to the middle. Cantwell giving chase.
Ball comes out wide.
Up to the right wing. Breyer comes back to help get a piece of it. Peters collects it in. Stopped by Breyer. Back to McFerrin. Mount Lebanon gains possession. Looks like Peters will win that back.
Natalie Daub comes back into the game. Back in the game for Cece Scott. Peters throw here.
Mount Lebanon wins that. Peters hustles to get it back. Breyer in the left wing. Up to Stuck, but it goes all the way through the defender, and that's played deep. This is a tough play here. Going back as Framer, coming up as Sawich, and Emma gets it.
Well played on both parts there. Peyton following that ball all the way back to the keeper. Never make the assumption your keeper has it, so she did well there.
Right.
Good communication. You could hear Emma. Could hear her from up here 50 yards away calling for that ball.
Yeah, I've said it, I think, each game we've played, but Emma, her communication's been outstanding and her play's been outstanding.
Regan gets called there on like a defensive lineman swim move there. She kind of just threw the defender out of the way.
You can't do that?
You can't do that when the official's watching.
All right, so Mount Lebanon plays it up the left wing, and it's off their foot. Mount Lebanon's had a few unforced errors here, and I think I'd like to see Peters take advantage of some of that because I think we've controlled play. We do have the 1-0 lead. I'd like to see us get a goal off a nice run up the field like we've had. It really put a stamp on this first half so far.
And that's right on cue there for you. Another unforced error. That ball gets played out of bounds. It's going to be about 30 yards from goal. I'm guessing we're going to probably see a long Regan throw here.
Yeah.
And I think what they're trying to do on these, I think we're looking for Natalie Daub or Hannah Stuck to then skip that ball back a little bit further. Here we go to Natalie. Finds.
Oh, it's in there, but cleared out. Kept in by Peters. Shot by McFerrin. Goes to goalie. Goalie cleans that up. Oh, won by Daub, but it went backwards. Now Mount Lebanon collects it, plays it in, but Framer's there. Mount Lebanon gets a piece of that, and they'll probably go out of bounds. So Peters' ball.
And Mount Lebanon is not connected. They connected a few passes early. It looked like their midfield play, but they've really struggled to find anyone forward. Ball thrown in.
We'll take that. Another throw in about 20 yards up the field. I like any throw from the positive side because that can lead to an opportunity, I think. I am curious, John. We always play the ball up the sidelines, and I know that's probably the safest thing, but when we have people open at the middle, should we not be playing it there?
Middle's a good option. I'm also a big fan of just playing the ball back, too, to one of your backs. Oh, here you go, Mount Lebanon on a counter here. Just
back to Gentile. Gentile upfield. There's a battle. Mount Lebanon wins it, and they're in Peters' territory. There's a long shot. Meant to be a pass, but a little too hard, and Emma cleans that up. So we're just over halfway through the first half with the score. Peters Township 1, Mount Lebanon 0. That ball can't bounce. I think both coaches are probably telling their team that.
Breyer on pursuit here.
Yeah, that was a nice out by the Mount Lebanon defender.
Oh, we got a deep throw. As deep as you can, up against the corner flag.
Yeah, this is a tough one here. I'm surprised Mount Lebanon stopped after that ball. Thought maybe they had a shot at playing that. Ball won by Mount Lebanon. Play it in the middle, but stolen by Lavinia. Lavinia plays it upfield. Nice play by the defender. If she doesn't make that play, we've got a 2-on-1. Mount Lebanon controls it around midfield. Plays it to the left wing. Gentile steps up. Nice move by Mount Lebanon player. The old give and go. Left-footed shot right to the goalie. Mount Lebanon really made a nice play there. They should have gotten a better opportunity out of that.
Yeah, I think the girl probably pulled the trigger a little too soon on that shot there from 30 yards out. She had a little bit more space. I actually thought she was going to find the player who played her in first, back, but fortunately for us, she did not. And Emma gathers the ball, and we go up the right side. Jillian pushing it forward. Just goes across the sideline for her.
I like what Mount Lebanon did that last play, the give and go. I'm 50 years old. I don't ever think in basketball or soccer I've ever seen the give and go not work. It almost always works. Maybe don't execute it perfectly, but it's always open.
Playing a ball and moving, yes, usually works in both of those sports. And see if we can find an opportunity to create one of those for ourselves here in the final third. Regan on the ball coming down the right side. That ball is, deflected by Mount Lebanon, so we'll have a Regan throw. Let's see if we follow the script here. I think we're looking for Natalie to skip this ball into Hannah. This skip really just causes chaos. There we go. Ball into...
Good. Let's keep that in.
Mount Lebanon
Mount Lebanon gets a piece. Gentile gives chase, but it'll go out of bounds.
Don't think she got a piece.
No.
She must have.
Yeah.
Ref's pointing white, and you can see the body language of the players. We're all retreating. Sometimes you don't even need the officials out there. You can just watch the players if they're backing off. Or
Never give in. Never let them know you touched it, right?
That's right.
It's always your ball until they tell you otherwise. So Raber gets it out up the midfield. Is that Hannah gives chase. Hannah, long ball left side. Here comes Breyer. Let's see if we can crash the net. Get up, girls.
Get players in.
Breyer
Casey
pulls it back. Nice play by the defender. Mount Lebanon collects it. Breyer coming back to put some pressure. We'll take that. Good job. No. I thought that was Mount Lebanon ball. We should have been playing that one. It was clearly off of Peters.
It might be. Oh, good recovery by Kayla
And
McFerrin. That would have been a corner kick, and now we just have a throw. First deep throw here for Mount Lebanon. We actually don't know what they have.
Right.
I'm not sure they have a Regan Lavinia throw, but they do not. Or at least we haven't seen it yet, let's be fair. They may have it. Ball played up the line by Kayla McFerrin looking for Hannah Stuck.
Mount Lebanon gets it back, and there's the lobby in. Mount Lebanon gets around the 20. Beats a defender, gets a shot off, but Emma's right there. So we got 14 and a half, just under 14 and a half left in the first half. Peters Township 1, Mount Lebanon nothing.
Oh, we got a handball there that was missed. Mount Lebanon's starting to get a little bit more pressure here in our third. Good recovery by Rachel.
Dobb gets it to Lavinia. Lavinia up the field. Hannah gives chase, but Mount Lebanon gets it. And Hannah hustles to get it back, controls it. Got Dobb in the middle. Natalie carries it, plays it through to Marvin, but Mount Lebanon steps, and we got a break because it goes out of bounds.
Throw in Peters. We got a couple subs coming here from Peters. Yes.
Looks like Cece Scott and Chloe Trapanado enter the game. So Peters gets it around the 30.
Into the game for Peters Township.
Lavinia with a cross. I don't know if that was touched or not. I guess not.
I don't think so. It just goes wide of the goal there. So we'll have a Mount Lebanon goal kick. Mount Lebanon bending but not breaking here. That second goal could be could make it a tough comeback for them, given we've seen limited offense from them so far. Can always get one.
Right.
So I want to keep
nice to get the second
on. If we can get that second one before half.
Yep. Crossed in. Here goes Hannah going. She's got the nice play by the defender. She didn't get that out of a dangerous play. Dobb gives chase, but Mount Lebanon collects it. Ball's up the midfield. Here they go. That ball's played through. Now it's a foot race. Gentile and Mount Lebanon defender. Gentile plays it back to the goalie, Sawich. Emma gets
Finds
a piece
Regan.
up to Regan off of her foot. Gentile hustles over there, but a little too late.
Got Mount Lebanon throw here.
Oh, the ball's deep, and that's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in. We got a little sloppy there.
Now we got someone else coming forward here to take the throw. Well, as a coach, it always makes me a little suspicious. I'm going to guess number 2 coming forward here from the center back and whip this ball into the box.
Wouldn't she have been doing the other throw-ins from deep in our territory?
Maybe Mount Lebanon looking to do
Not
the
a
same.
bad throw.
Skip the ball out. Good ball
Lavinia
out.
has it.
Finds
Over
Staub.
to Staub. Up the field, no one's there. Stuck gives chase. Trapanado on the other side. Mount Lebanon controls.
Yeah, we had
But nice step
Trapanado
there.
open there on the left if we'd have found her.
Yeah.
But we keep possession here.
Scott had it. Mount Lebanon now has it. Plays it over. Trapanado, good hustle getting back. She gains possession. Nice job, Chloe.
Hey, you can see the fresh legs from Chloe there.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden,
Yeah.
she looks like the fastest player on the team right now, even that run forward when
Yep.
we were in possession.
I agree. Lavinia with a run down the right side. Beats one defender. Crosses.
hits the cross.
We got a shot. Bounce. Nice play by the keeper. That's a loose ball, folks. I'm not sure what the complaining is. But nonetheless, goalie made a nice play to recover. And Mount Lebanon will drive it out of their own end. It's a short kick. It bounces.
Gets over
Dobb
it.
gives chase. Can't
Natalie.
quite get it. Mount Lebanon gets it. Back to Dobb. Dobb does maintain control. Carries it inside to
She's got
30.
Hannah inside.
Beats another defender. Let's get on sides. Dobb to the right side. A little overlap. Pulls it back. Left-footed
Great
cross. Nice cross. Where are we? Trapanado's there, and she scores. What a play. Nice play by Natalie. Great finish by Chloe.
Oh, what a great run by Natalie Dobb there. She beat 2 defenders. Got the ball to the end line. When most players still would have crossed that ball. Good ball control. Cuts the ball back. Puts it on her left foot. Serves a great ball to the back post. And there we go. We found the super sub off the bench. Chloe with the goal. Just mentioned a minute
Chloe
ago. She
earned
looked
that
fresh.
one. You know, I can't remember if the play started with her coming hustling back to get it, but certainly wasn't long ago, and sometimes those things are rewarded with the goal. Mount Lebanon plays it in. Now that they have that 2-0 lead for Peters, this is when you really put your foot on the gas, John, and you don't give them anything to get excited about, right?
I think we're going to see some fight here out
I do too.
of them for the last 8 minutes here. Probably get some numbers forward. Looks like they've already pushed another player forward in the attack there off the kickoff. Got a sub coming in here for Peters.
So Mount Lebanon has it in the Peters zone. Shot on goal. Sawich cleans that up.
These uniforms make it very challenging to see the numbers here on Peters.
Okay, so there's a kick to midfield. It's controlled by Mount Lebanon. Regan gets it, blasts it up there. Now it's a chase. Stuck is in there. Trapanado's up there as well. Mount Lebanon kicks it out of bounds, and here we go. We got another
Nice.
throw in from the corner.
My eyes are not great, but I do think that's number 37 out there on the right flank. I think that is Macy's Tracks, freshman entering the game at the right mid, came in for Jillian Marvin. So here we go. This one of our specialties here on these deep throw-ins. Let's see if we can get that third goal, and I think all but probably end this game before halftime.
There's the throw in off of Dobb, it looks like, and Mount Lebanon will have a goal kick.
No, actually,
No, it looks like we got a corner.
I think Natalie turned on that ball and played it right into the defender.
Yep. So now let's see if we can convert a corner.
The game for Peters Township, number 37, Macy Trax.
So Peters has a lot up there. See if we can get one. Kayla McFerrin takes the corner. And it goes in the net. Oh, no, it didn't. It looked like it went in. Goalie had a play on it, but then it bounced and then somehow went up over the net.
It's hard to miss from there. But, you know, you're just trying to get any body part on that ball, and you see it bouncing there and just got underneath it and went over. And Mount Lebanon lucky and Peters Township unlucky there. Could have very
I thought the
easily been
goalie
3-0.
almost, it hit her hands. I thought she almost knocked it in.
It was good ball by Kayla
So-
just to serve it in on the keeper there. Make her make a play.
That was almost my favorite play in soccer right there, John, the bicycle kick. You don't see it too often in high school. Chloe Trapanado doing her best to pull off the feet.
Ball pulled through by Mount
girls.
Lebanon, but out to Kayla. Oh, just miss Natalie Daub there. Mount Lebanon has possession.
So Mount Lebanon controls the midfield, plays it back. Some soft passes up to Rayburn. Rayburn does a nice job. See if we can go back and win that. Chloe tries to head it. She finally does. Mount Lebanon defender comes back, plays it upfield. Playing a little triangle here. Scott gives chase in the middle. Mount Lebanon gets it back. That seems to be what they want to do. They do want to get it back and then send it upfield. Good ball by McFerrin to get it up to Trapanado. Over to Daub. This is when we're dangerous. When Natalie gets the ball here and we start crashing the net. Lavinia has it. She carries it in. Tries to get up to Marvin, but Mount Lebanon clears it. Settled in by Framer. Over to Gentile. Gentile up just out of the reach of Macy Trax. So, you know, you talk about the fresh legs and Chloe getting the goal. Maybe we'll get one from Macy here, too. You know, some fresh legs.
Slowed down here from what we saw in the first 25 minutes. And
Well, do you think that's because we're 35 minutes in? Girls are maybe a little tired?
possible. We've seen limited subs from both teams, too. I think we've, seen 3 girls off the bench for Peters. I think about the same. I think we've rotated a couple players back in on the Mount Lebanon side. So, yeah, been short benches here thus far, as you'd expect in a section first and second place matchup.
It's a surprisingly humid night tonight, too, a little warmer than we've had. So, you know, maybe the girls are a little bit fatigued.
Well, these games start to pile up on each other, too, right? You play every other night. You practice in between. Legs get tired.
I know when you played, John, I think you played double headers, didn't you?
Yeah, the ball was square, didn't have lights. Definitely no turf. I don't think these kids appreciate the turf fields nowadays. I think there was 1 or 2 turf fields in the area when I played, and it was a privilege to get to play. I think most of these girls don't know what it is to play on grass anymore.
Can you think of any grass fields currently?
I think certainly in some of the smaller schools they still exist, in some of the single A and double A schools. I don't think in some of the larger triple or quad A. I believe one of the last ones to actually finally convert was Kiski area a couple of years ago. They were one of the few that were still playing.
They have a
on
nice
grass.
new field. Okay, back to the action. Mount Lebanon controls, gets it to the outside. They'll probably try to play the long ball is my guess here. No, they play it short. Rachel does a nice job coming over, but the Mount Lebanon defender ends up with the ball. CC Scott hustles back to bail out the defense. A nice job. Good teamwork there.
Yeah, and poked away by Rachel there. Peters did a good job getting numbers back there and really that never being a threat. Yeah. Throw in for Mount Lebanon here. Oh, good skip.
Oh, that was a header back. That was a nice sneaky little play there.
Yeah, they did find the second player there. Just trickled through her legs there, making not dangerous. Yeah, we certainly cannot afford to give up a late goal here in the half, given.
No,
really
I'm thinking the other way, John. I'm thinking we got 3 minutes. Let's go hard. Let's try to get that third goal before halftime.
Yep.
Really make a statement. Stuck has it over to Cantwell. I didn't see Emma slip in there. I think she's been in there for a few minutes.
Just checked back into the game a couple minutes ago there.
Okay. So we got Emma in the middle, Natalie in the middle, Hannah up top.
Got Regan out wide on
Macy's
the right.
now on the right side, it looks like. So Dobb carries it. Plays it to Regan. Regan one touch to the middle. Stuck gives chase. It's a good effort. I don't know who that's off of. It's a goal kick.
I don't think anyone actually touched it there. I think good body position by the Mount Lebanon defender to not let Hannah get a foot on it. But Hannah's been close to a couple of balls here. If I had to predict in the future, I think she's got a second half goal in her. So she's been in the right spot, and the style we're playing here tonight, serving those balls in, really aligns well with what she likes to do.
I would agree with you. If she doesn't get one in the first half here in the last minute and a half, I agree. She's driving the net hard like she always does, and usually ends up with a goal. So Mount Lebanon gets it up the field. Off of Kayla McFerrin, Mount Lebanon will have a throw.
A little over a minute to go here. Headed in, out again there by Peters. Another Mount Lebanon throw. And another throw. So an effective strategy of moving their way down the sideline here for sure.
Yeah, we have to clear this one out. We're under a minute. 2-0 Peters. Mount Lebanon with a throw. That's in the middle. Headed out. Couple Indians give chase.
Here goes Regan.
Regan comes out of there. Nice ball upfield. Hannah's
ball.
giving chase. We may have an opportunity here. A shot. Just wide.
Pushed it wide.
That was a really nice play all the way around. Regan, Hannah, good shot. Goalie had a good angle on it, or otherwise that short side might have been open for Hannah.
She almost made me look brilliant there. Like a minute
What's
later.
your prediction? Nostradamus.
Good win out of the air by Regan. Macy tracks, chases it down. She keeps it in.
Good job, Macy. Gets a piece of it.
Still fighting for the ball there.
7, 6, 5.
That'll definitely run the half out.
2, 1.
Okay, well, that'll do it for the first half. A good showing by Peters Township. Pretty much controlled the first half. They lead 2-0 as we go into the intermission.
Can't ask for anything more. 2 goals, dominate. Really kind of dictate the style of play. A couple set pieces for Mount Lebanon, but that's about it. The defense is held up strong, but played 2 halves, so we'll be back to see what the second half brings. Hopefully 2 more goals for Peters and take any stress and anxiety out of this game here this evening.
I agree. We'll see you in the second half. Okay, everyone, welcome back to Peters Township High School, where the score at halftime is Peters Township 2, Mount Lebanon 0. John, your take on the first half?
Well, probably the most dominating half for Peters that we've seen so far this season. Clean in the back. I thought they had possession with purpose in the midfield, and they got in and had chances and set pieces. So can't ask for much more. Now we just need a clean sheet second half, so we'll leave here with a victory.
Yeah, I agree with all those things. I liked our attitude early and late.
Good read by Mia Gentile stepping forward.
Collision there.
That's
it
a
goes
tough
against
call.
Peters.
Certainly looks like Peyton goes straight up for the ball. That girl comes in at an angle. I think Peyton gets called for a foul because she was in a stronger position than that girl, and she went down. So it's unfortunate.
Seems like twice that same scenario has had, and we've been on the short end of those calls. They usually even out by the time the game's over, though. So that ball's played into the box. That's dangerous. I think that's Raber that gets it out. Just out of the reach of Breyer.
I think we'll see a little push here from Mount Lebanon at least start the half. They know they got to get one early here to really get themselves back in the game.
Do you see anything different from an alignment standpoint for them?
It looks like Mount Lebanon with a good chance. That ball centered in. Ball just gets away.
I think Raber got a piece of that, or maybe it was Framer. And off Mount Lebanon, so Peters will take over.
Yeah, early on looks like they got a second forward here. 15 was playing in the midfield for most of the first half, but looks like they're pushing 15 and 16 pretty high. So,
and the thought there is, hey, especially the first 5 minutes, let's try to get some opportunities, because they know if they get the first goal, right, this whole game changes. St. Peter's gets a little tight and the momentum switches.
yeah, absolutely. And I think the other thing you probably noticed is they didn't have much success playing 1-on-4. They weren't getting players forward to join the lone striker. So even the times they got out, they weren't necessarily dangerous. Lebanon with some possession here.
Mount Lebanon controls at midfield. They play it deep. McFerrin gets a piece of it. Breyer now carries it. She has plenty of room. Ball to the middle. Stuck back to Daub. Daub up top. I like the thought there. Ends up being a throw for Peters. So a Regan special here.
Good little sequence there. Up, back through. Ball went up to Hannah. Back to Natalie, and then we're looking through for that third player, which was Regan, and end up getting
Ball's
a deep
in the
throw.
box. Off ahead. Good pressure there. Gentile giving chase, but Mount Lebanon gets it and gets it upfield. They collect it. They play it deep out of the reach of the Mount Lebanon player. So Peters will have a throw. 3 minutes into the second half, the score Peters Township 2, Mount Lebanon nothing.
Got a really sub here in the second half for Mount Lebanon.
Entering the game for Mount Lebanon, number 3, Megan Perry.
Mount Lebanon gets control of that. I did notice a little change. In the first half, Peters was coming out of most of those scrums, it seemed like, with the ball. This half, Mount Lebanon seems to be coming out with a lot of them. Mount Lebanon still has the ball. Now it's played out to Daub. Lavinia comes back to get it. She pulls it back to the middle, then plays it to the left wing. Nice job. Stuck has it. Hannah makes a nice move. Which way are they going with that? They called Hannah on that one.
Got that hand up on the player's shoulder. That's usually get called for that one. Ball served out. Good win by Natalie. Goes out of play, though, for Mount Lebanon throw.
Mount Lebanon collects that throw in. They play it deep, but Framer's there. Mount Lebanon gets it back, and there's a shot which Emma will easily save.
And applying the pressure.
Mount Lebanon plays it up. Raber gets a piece, but that goes out of bounds. So Mount Lebanon with the throw in on the Peters side of the field. And Peters wins that battle and gets a throw. Lavinia and Breyer working over there.
Regan draws the foul, which was undercut there on that throw-in. So we'll have a Peters set piece from about 65 out. Well within Regan's range. I think we'll be.
Yeah, she can play this into the box. And she one-hops it into the box. That's a dangerous ball, too. Scott, I think, that is, giving chase. Back to Gentile. Plenty of room. Good job by Mia to settle it. Looks for Daub. Played to Marvin. Good job. I like the thought process there.
You're just got to clean it up a little bit and get it on the ground. A couple bouncing balls. Makes it hard to play at the pace you want to play at. Just got to get the ball down to the ground. Mount Lebanon clears out to the right side. about the third or fourth ball they've tried to play to that right flank here in the second half.
Yeah.
Must have been where they were
So
looking.
Breyer has it. Breyer plays it up the wing. I think, is that Stuck giving chase?
Yeah, she got Dobb
I
right
believe
in
it
the
is,
back
and
with a
right in the
great
middle
ball.
for Dobb. Dobb blasts it. Good goal for Peters. So nice play. That was Stuck to Dobb. Yeah. All the way through there. I think they sort of played a little tic-tac-toe, and Hannah did a really nice job.
Assisted by Hannah Stuck.
Yeah, great drawback by Hannah there. So many players play that along the end line, which right where the keeper is. Picked her head up, saw Natalie coming, and played it back to a spot really in front of the back line, who had really kind of retreated all the way to the end line, and Natalie makes no doubt about it, putting that one upper right-hand corner. No keeper's going to make that save from that distance. So we have a 3-0 lead.
That's a big goal, especially because Mount Lebanon was playing us even there, and for us to jump out 3-0 is big. And let's keep the pressure on here. Don't let up at all.
I guess sub for Mount Lebanon here. Let's see what maybe a tactical change here. There's really nothing to lose at this point. There's no difference between a 3-0 result and a 4-0 result. So probably going to get a player forward here. Looks like they've taken a back line player out now. Only have 3 in the back.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why you would even
a
consider
handball.
not doing that.
Well, they're retreating back here to 4 in the back, so maybe no change at all here yet. They're certainly pressing more numbers forward here in the second half than they were in the first.
And if you're Peters, you don't change anything. I don't think you go into a shell. You keep playing offensively, right? You just play your game.
Probably can move the ball a little bit more, maybe keep a little bit more possession, let that right opportunity come. I think they certainly have the talent and to do that. We'll see if the half goes on.
Yeah.
Just keep the ball a little bit.
So Scott controls it back to Gentile. Gentile to Framer. Framer to the middle to Dobb. To Scott. To Lavinia. Lavinia playing it through. Giving chase is Marvin. And, ooh, okay. Sort of a nonchalant trip there, but
a good draw there by the defender. You know you're facing the wrong way. You got someone coming down on your back. You slow down a little bit to take the contact and get the foul. It's a really tough spot to turn out with the ball, so you draw a free kick for your team.
so I guess the only risk to that, John, what is it?
If you don't get the call.
If you don't get the call, or
you're laying there and we have the ball.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Pretty almost a guaranteed call if you go down, right or wrong. You do get it. Yeah, here we go. Peters keeping the ball a little bit more, as we just talked about. So
Dobb has it, crosses into Mount Lebanon territory. She beats 2 defenders and goes all the way down that left corner. See if we can crash the net, stay on sides. Think we got a corner out of that.
Natalie's been carrying the ball well here tonight.
Yeah.
Peters Township corner.
Beating multiple players on the dribble.
You know, I noticed her doing that in some of the earlier games, and I think she's sort of just continued that trend. Yeah, I wouldn't stop until they stop you. It just opens so many more players up. Natalie will take the corner as well. This plays it short. Back to Natalie. Natalie controls it to the middle. Looks like we might get a throw out of this. What's your thought, John, on the short ball versus playing it through?
Okay with the short ball, it changes the angle. I think they gave it away there. She started with the ball on the end line, and then you could tell she almost wanted to play it differently at a different angle, and she picked the ball up and moved it to the other side of the corner flag. Looks like it's like playing poker and smiling. I think it gave it away to the defense that something was up there.
Because otherwise she would have had it on the
she would have had it on the end line,
side,
on the end line side of the flag, and then she picked it up and moved it, which was a little suspicious if you're a defender. You know something's up, and so not a bad play. Just
so the element of surprise might not have been there.
Disappeared.
Good
Great ball by
Stock
Regan.
Marvin, and she orange the corner.
Oh, it was Hannah Stuck with a nice through ball. Yeah.
Peters Township corner kick.
Okay, so here goes Peters with another corner.
Well, Hannah's not your prototypical goal scorer. She looks to share the ball as much as she does. She looks to score, which really makes her a dangerous player.
Yeah,
Great example there.
Hannah wants to win.
Good service in. Cleared out by Mount Lebanon.
Gets a piece and gets it out. McFerrin back to Gentile. Serves back in. Well done, Hannah, if she's onside. But the whistle came pretty quick. Looked pretty close, but nonetheless, they're right on the call.
Yeah, there were 3 players coming out. She was the one that I thought could have been onside. The other 2 were clearly off, but I don't know if they were offsides as a group there. Mount Lebanon with a little bit of space here in the middle now.
Step by Gentile, gets a piece of it, but Mount Lebanon collects it back. Gentile's there again. Scott sends it up to Marvin. Mount Lebanon gets a piece and serves it back in. Raber plays it twice in the middle. There's Lavinia. Lavinia really wanted a breakaway there, didn't she? That ball goes to the left, to the right side. Peters gets a piece, but that goes out of bounds. Mount Lebanon throw in.
13 minutes in. Looks like we got an injury for Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a cramp. Well,
Number 17 for Mount Lebanon injured on the play.
can't tell what it is. She's standing up.
Look to be examining her arm.
Okay, she seems to be all right, but they're going to pull her out, maybe an elbow. So she comes off to a nice ovation.
Now, typically, if the coach comes onto the field, they require the player to come off.
Is that a written or unwritten rule?
They changed the rules. I believe it is a written
Depends.
rule now. And the other area that they're very focused on right now are any type of head injuries, and rightfully so. Any suspected concussion, player
Concussion
will come
protocol.
off the field right away.
Yeah. Yeah, she seems to be holding her elbow almost as if she maybe landed on it and got the funny bone pretty well. So let's hope she's okay. All right, back to the action. Mount Lebanon has it in Peters' territory. Nice cut there and a shot, but Emma's there. So 27 minutes left in the game. Peters Township 3, Mount Lebanon nothing. Oh, that ball was almost in, but Peyton did a nice job getting back. Mount Lebanon has penetration here. She drives inside the 20. And Peters gets it out. Lavinia has it. Upfield. Marvin gives chase. Mount Lebanon kicks it. Won't go out of bounds. They'll control in the back line, and that
will go out of bounds there.
Will go out of bounds for a Peters Township throw. Looks like we have a substitution. Is that Trapanado coming in again? I believe it is. Trapanado coming up on the left wing. She had a nice goal in the first half. Gentile with the throw. Mia Gentile's done a nice job in the back. She's been very steady this year for Peters Township.
Into the game for Peters Township, Chloe Trapanado.
So Mount Lebanon gains control. Daub gives chase. That's good pressure there. Mount Lebanon gets it up to the right wing. Ball's carried. It's pinballed back and forth a few times. Mount Lebanon gets it upfield. Played to the corner. Mount Lebanon's offside this time. I think that's the first time they've been offsides. if I'm Mount Lebanon's coach, I'm maybe a little disappointed in that.
That's
We're
right.
down 3-0. We got to
Be
be
a little
taking
more
some
aggressive.
chances.
They've done well to find number 15 here in the second half. Just not a whole lot of movement off of her. So even there, she turns and she's looking and looking, can't find someone. As you said, down 3-0. You'd think you'd have a few more players looking to get forward to score.
Yeah, and they can be a threat. If she can get the ball with her back to the goal, then she's got people breaking, so she can turn. She either has to pass or go to the net. The Peter center backs have done a good job of not allowing her to turn, though. Peyton Framer and Rachel Raber have really gotten on her pretty good.
AC Trax returning to the game here at the right forward position.
That was a good run by Mount Lebanon there, and a good hard shot from that angle.
Emma had that well covered.
I don't want to jinx anyone, but Emma hasn't given up a goal in at least 5 halves. And I think they've only given up 1 section goal this year so far.
It was a goal against Bethel Park. And that was in the second half that made that game interesting. So
Into the game for Mount Lebanon, number 9, Sarah Rentler.
Stuck gets it. Nice play back to Trax. Trax to Daub. Daub to Trax. We got a shot here. Get the ball to the middle. They do. Trapanado to Lavinia. Lavinia with the shot, and that's good.
It's good for
that's
3.
A good field goal. Technically, that would have been a 38-yard field goal. Looks like Emma Cantwell comes back into the game for Peters.
17 minutes in here to the second half. It's
Into the game for
Continue to
Peters
be-
Township, 23, Emma Cantwell.
continue to be all Peters here. A couple more chances for Mount Lebanon, but definitely dominating the possession here in the second half as well. So as you asked before, wanted to kind of keep the pressure on. They've done that here in the second half.
Yeah, I agree. I've been impressed that they've, being up 2-0, you can naturally have a letdown, and Mount Lebanon's fired up. But Peters came out and did a pretty good job this half. Getting that third goal was a big one.
They say a lot of times 2-0 lead's the worst lead in this game because whoever scores the next goal is winning. That's why you always hope to go up 3-0. If that team peels that goal back and makes it 2-1, the momentum shifts and gets in your head. You start thinking that every next play or mistake could lead to a goal. So it's
Right.
It's a big momentum shift, but not the case here. Hannah
Well, and
stuck
especially on
the
this
ball.
Mount Lebanon defense, they're really strong. They're big back there. They're strong. That's why they haven't given up many goals this year. Lavinia has it, and she blasts it from 30 yards out.
Yeah, we've had some
Regan's
successes.
getting her money's worth tonight with shots.
She is. They're going to have to ice down that leg here at the end of the night. Good step by
Off.
Macy.
Here comes Mount Lebanon. Mount Lebanon's playing a little bit longer balls now, it seems like. And here comes Mount Lebanon in deep.
Well played there by Peyton. Knocks her off the ball a little bit and then wins it. Got a throw in here from Mount Lebanon. Mount Lebanon making
Into the
a
game
sub
for
here.
Mount Lebanon, number 12, Gabby Collins.
So Mount Lebanon throw. Ooh. Peters gets a piece of it. Gentile cleans that up. Way to go, Mia. Up to Stuck. Hannah gets control of it. Hannah's knocked off the ball. Don't see that too often, and no call. They did call it. I wonder why they waited. There was no advantage there for Peters.
I'm not sure what they call it. I still don't think they're calling the foul against Hannah.
Maybe they called offsides.
Possible.
Yeah. Anyways, it's our ball.
I think we were still sitting there so surprised that the first call wasn't made.
So sometimes people take a dive to get a call. Hannah does not take dives.
It's also difficult to knock off the ball, so I was
Agreed.
impressed that girl was able to knock her down. But
So Mount Lebanon plays it deep to the right side, but that's out of play.
Regan flicks that ball forward, but out of bounds, so it'll be a Mount Lebanon throw. Good win by Natalie Dobbs. She has been everywhere this evening. Defensively, in the attack. And there she cleans it up for us again.
A lot of head balls there end up going out of bounds. It'll be Peter's ball.
Ball skips through to Hannah.
Ooh, here we go. Down inside the 30. See if Regan can get this one into the box.
Looks for Hannah down the line.
I thought that was off a Mount Lebanon player, but I guess not. Chloe was working hard to try to get across. There were two Indians in front. Looked like Stock and Trax were in front of the net. She could have gotten it there, but she worked hard. Mount Lebanon defender did a good job. Ooh.
Good ball by Regan there to win that. Mount Lebanon lets it go run out of play for a throw-in.
Nice header by Lavinia. Trapanado. Oh, nice move. Lavinia cutting through. Nice little overlap there. She's in a couple more players, but ball trickles to the goal. Good job by Lavinia and Trapanado there. Peters fans really like that play. Big roar from the crowd. Dobbs sends it back in. Over the head of Stuck. Lebo gets it in the air. Trapanado heads it. Stuck working hard. Nice job, Hannah.
Moves the ball down, finds Natalie.
Dobb over to Trax. Mount Lebanon gets a foot on it, and out of bounds should go to Peters. This is where, John, I would love to always have, if I were a coach, I'd always try to have one player could do the old cartwheel throw-in from here so they could throw it into the box. It's a crowd favorite, and it usually works pretty well.
I might be more conservative. I just like to see the team keep possession off of throw-ins. So often throw-ins are turnovers where you just don't throw the ball to your own team. It's sometimes forgotten that you're actually in possession at that moment. You should keep possession of the ball. Yeah. There's a good example. If we find a good example of keeping possession, a good ball choice by Mia to find Natalie in the middle, and we retain possession.
Oh, that's a good cross there. And we got a shot here. Stuck has it, pulls it back into the box. Lavinia takes a shot. Blocked. Fortunately, that was blocked.
Regan's going to win this ball back.
Lavinia has it. Working toward the corner. She does, and shoots it wide. Good hustle by Regan. She'd probably like to have that ball over again, but really good hustle.
Rushed the cross there a little bit. She probably had a little bit more time than she thought, given how she had to chase that down.
Ball's loose. Trapanado comes down with it. Over to Lavinia. Lavinia, good cross. Trax gets a piece of it into the middle. Mount Lebanon gets it partially out. Trax give chase. No. Well, okay, they called it.
Tough foul. Girl stopped.
Yeah.
Mace just kind of ran into her there. Service.
There you go, John. There's the play. You called it. Well, there's a scrum at the 33-yard line. And Peters gets the call. Great job by Natalie. She got the call and then ran away from the the action to get upfield. So Rayber takes the free kick. Rachel has a nice leg, too. She can make this an opportunity for us. And she does. To Trax down at the 20. Trax gives chase. Chloe sends it back to Daub, but Mount Lebanon takes over with it. Chloe gets it back. Cantwell has it to Lavinia. Lavinia plays it to the right-hand corner. Track's giving chase. Good hustle, but just out of her reach. Good effort.
Into the game for Mount Lebanon, number 23, Lauren Stewart.
Is that
Regan
CC?
coming out and
CC
Scott coming back in?
You know, it looked like Regan might have had. She was sitting in the corner for a second after that last possession, almost like maybe she tweaked something. Maybe Pat doesn't want to take a chance. Probably a good move there, just to assess what Regan might have. Okay, so Gentile has it. Good job by Mia. Takes her space and finds Natalie in the middle. Daub has it. Back to McFerrin. McFerrin up to Trapanado. Looking to do an overlap. Trapanado makes a nice move to split the defenders. You know, Chloe Trapanado's really, you can just see the confidence building with her. That goal was huge. I mean, she's played a great game tonight.
Yeah, she got herself out of some trouble there, dribbling. Looked very confident doing it. Lebanon moving forward.
They do connect in the middle, but Framer does a nice job of getting to that. But Mount Lebanon controls, blasts it from the 30. There's an opportunity, just goes wide. I don't know that Peters touched that. No.
Neither of the officials think they did. Lebo's turned and running back. The body language suggests they didn't either.
Yeah. That was on the right wing there. She did a nice job, John. I know you know her. You must have trained her well. She did a good job of getting her hips turned there. She didn't have that much room before the end line, but got that cross.
Yeah, like a similar angle I think we saw from Hannah in the first half as well, where she tried to play that ball to the back post. You know, both keepers in those situations took away the near post, took a step out, really gave not much of an angle, an opening for the player to find the net. So 2 good efforts by the goalkeepers there as well. Mount Lebanon working down the left. Here's Mia. She always seems to be there when that ball pops out. She's right on top of you and wins the tackle. She's great, really good at anticipating that player's next touch and where the ball's going to go.
Ball rolls back to the middle. Scott gets a piece, then Trapanado gets a piece. Cantwell settles it. Back to Daub. Daub plays it to the right wing. That ball's free, girls. Okay, goalie comes out to get it.
We got 12 to play. Peter's still remaining in control of this game. Hear Coach Vera.
Good job by Scott.
You can hear Coach Vera
Good
yelling,
job
"Keep
by
it!"
Cantwell.
So certainly, same thing we're talking about here. You know, let
Hang on to the ball.
Yeah, let the ball be your friend.
Make them run.
The clock is your friend.
Yep. There's Trapanado again with another hustle play. Daub gets it up to Stuck, I believe. Good overlap. McFerrin over to
keeps her on there.
Trapanado, and that ball going to the box and out by Mount Lebanon. It's kept in. A good play there by Peters to avoid a breakaway.
Sometimes with youth players, you have to remind them of the obvious. The other team can't score unless they have the ball.
Right. You can't lose if you possess the ball.
So we're on the correct side of the scoreboard right now, with a 3-0 lead. A couple subs coming in here. Looks like Chloe Trapanado checking out, and Casey Breyer coming in for her, and I think Jillian Marvin returning on the right here for Macy Trax.
Township, number 4, Jill Marvin, and number 29, Casey Breyer.
That's a good ball. Scott tries to get Daub, but Mount Lebanon steps in, makes a nice play. And here's a battle down the right-hand side. And the cross is played by Sawich. Emma did a nice job of cutting off that angle.
CC Scott on the ball. Peters keeping a little bit of possession here. You can tell the energy starting to slip here for Mount Lebanon. There a lot of standing there, not a lot of pressure on the ball, and on cue a couple of subs for them maybe to bring a little bit more energy here to finish the game. I think Mount Lebanon at this point just want to figure out if you can find some ways to
get a goal,
really crack the Peters defense. You can use that for when we travel to Mount Lebanon in a couple of weeks. So.
Yeah, and if you're Peters, you want to finish. You want to put an exclamation point on this one, right? Yeah, let's keep it at 3-0. The defense has played well. Let's preserve that shutout. Offensively, let's get some more chances up top.
Yeah, that most important number on the scoreboard right now is their 0. I would agree with you. Just keep the shutout, keep the confidence. There we go.
All right, here we go. Another set. Another corner play.
This is where you walk to these set pieces. Slow the game down.
Yeah, right.
No need to rush. A few games since we've seen a goal off of a corner here.
Yeah.
Kayla's service.
We've flirted with it a couple times tonight.
Yeah, Kayla's last service was right on the spot here. We'll see if she repeats that. We might have a goal.
It's in the box. It's bouncing around. Mount Lebanon gets a piece.
Let's see.
Agreed. We've had a couple good services now and got a chance to convert. Good hustle by Marvin. And she works the throw in, I believe. Yep.
She actually draws the foul. I think ball's gonna be on the ground here. Got Regan coming across here. It would have been interesting to see Kayla take this from this angle, too. A bending ball coming in on the keeper. I don't think the keepers look particularly comfortable in there this evening.
Agreed.
This one is
on net.
Might be
it
in.
Might go in, and it does if we don't have interference. We do have interference.
And they're going to wave the goal off. They're going to say Hannah interfered with the goalie. It's a tough call.
There was some contact there. I couldn't.
It's a question whether that contact happened before or after that ball went in the net.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but here we go. We play on.
My hands probably wouldn't have been the best in that situation either if Hannah was bearing down on me when I was going up for the ball. So can't blame the goalie for not feeling particularly comfortable there.
Okay, good work by Peters playing a little tic-tac-toe, and now only play it down the left-hand side. Stuck gives chase. See if she nice little move along the end line again, and gets a shot off, and almost goes. I think it was tipped. No, it's a goal kick.
Yeah, great little attacking move there by her. And frees herself to get a shot, looking for the back post. Just pushed it wide.
Hannah's played a really strong game tonight.
Another win by Regan. A smart move there by Casey Breyer. Let that ball bounce. That's a tough ball to handle. No need to save it. Clock's your friend. We're not in a hurry, and got Regan who can throw the ball 40 yards in the air. So
into the box. See if we can get something here. Won by someone. Now Marvin has it. Marvin's working on the defender. Defender's trying to shield her off. There's a battle and another corner, I believe.
Corner kick out of this.
Yep, here we go again.
All right, maybe the third time's a charm. I think
yep.
These last two balls have been right in.
So McFerrin taking the corner.
Pretty consistent.
Net.
Pretty consistent dropping that ball right between the R and the S there in the end zone.
Here's
about the same spot again.
There's a header. It goes opposite side. Peters controls, plays it back. It looks like it will be Mount Lebanon ball. Mount Lebanon plays it quick. They have some numbers, but good defense there. And then Peters controls. Scott has it. Good job. I think that's Breyer with it. Tries to get it upfield, but that's stolen. Cantwell has it. Good ball by Emma. I heard somewhere that Emma has to connect 9 out of 10 passes.
That's right. That's
And I think she's 9 for 9.
yeah,
I haven't seen a miss.
We'll give her
yet.
that one. I'm not sure that one wasn't as close. But Peters retains possession. Oh no, ball went out.
So the foul or out of bounds? Out of bounds, I guess.
Must have rolled out.
So Mount Lebanon controls the ball. We have 4:30 left in the game with the score: Peters Township 3, Mount Lebanon nothing.
Well, it's been impressive to see the Peters back line, I'd say, weather a little bit more pressure here in the second half. Really only have the one shot really they've let up, and Mount Lebanon has certainly put more numbers forward in the second half, and they've handled it well.
Yeah.
Ball served into the box. Emma cleans that up.
Well, look at the back line and the goalie. They all started last year, and 2 years ago they were all playing a fair amount too. So they're now a seasoned group.
Right. You don't see that often in the high school game. Typically, coaches put seniors in the back, just have a level of comfort, a level of maturity and understanding of the game, and started predominantly all 3 sophomores last year, right? Now they're 3 juniors, so you think of it, even 3/4 of that back line's back next year, as well as your keeper. So they got 80% of those positions back a year from now as well. So. But we won't look forward to 2019 yet. We'll focus on 2018.
We've got some work to do this year. We got, so far the season's gotten off to a good start for Peters, but it's a long season. We got to stay healthy and keep playing. We were talking earlier about the section now has 8 teams in it, so I believe you play 14 section games. You play everyone twice.
Yeah, it certainly limits some of those non-section games. Were always enjoyable. Still do have a game with North Allegheny in a couple of weeks. That was always a good match.
Yep.
Number 6, Lindsay Badillion.
Okay, so Volcano and Badillion into the game. They had real strong games the other night against Brashear. They were both all over the field, making a lot of plays that night. I suspect they'll do the same tonight. Okay, there's the throwback, John. You don't see it often, but you get it to someone who's open.
We have possession.
Regan with the shot on goal. Oh, Volcano gets a shot.
Unlucky.
And then that came bouncing back. Was that Lindsay who had the shot, or was that Hannah?
I think Hannah with the
That
shot
was
there.
Hannah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jacqueline Volcano chesting that ball back to her right in the middle. Good step by Kayla McFerrin to win that ball. We got Lindsay Badillion on the ball outside on the left. She drives with it, just goes across the sideline. We've got 90 seconds here left in this game.
Okay, this is where you don't let up. We got a minute 24 left. Mount Lebanon makes a run. I think that might be off of Peter, so we got a corner.
Yeah.
Mount Lebanon hasn't had a corner in a while. So let's see what happens here.
Mount Lebanon corner kick.
At the 1 minute mark, Mount Lebanon has a shot to get on the board here.
Peters, just don't let this ball drop. Be the first on it.
And the ball's up. It's in a tough spot, but it goes wide.
Yeah, it was off.
That was a good service, I thought. We have a corner on the other side.
Yeah, I think
So they had the same girl taking it on both sides. Is that common, John? Do you usually have one person, or do you do the righty-lefty?
Usually you
mix?
have, most teams like a player to hit an in-swinging ball, so a right player from the left side and a left player from the right side. They may not have that, so, you can see maybe she's more comfortable on the other side there. what you try to prevent is you don't want the ball being played out towards the top of the 18 and start a counterattack for the other teams. That's
Right,
typically
I
why you
gotcha.
want to hit that in-swinging ball.
Yeah.
That's what Peters, certainly does with Rachel taking him over on the left and Kayla on the left, or Kayla on the right, excuse me.
So we got the last 10 seconds of the game. We're going to wind it down here. Peters is going to go 4-0 in the section, and this is a good section win against a good Mount Lebanon team. But it's 3-0 Peters. So, John, now wrap it up from Peters Township High School. A pleasant night and great results. Overall, I thought the team played really well tonight in a 3-0 victory. What are your final thoughts?
They started strong and they finished strong. Even saw here in the last 5 minutes still creating scoring opportunities. I think by far the most consistent effort. It's consistent 80 minutes we've seen out of them so far this season. So hopefully they can build upon this when they get back to section play on Monday night when we travel to Moon.
Yep, I agree. Good. It was fun, John. We'll see you at the next one.
All right. Good night.
Good night.